Guys, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today, I'd like to answer this question of how does bruxism or your chronic teeth grinding affect your career? You see, when we talk about teeth grinding, we mostly just look at the dental aspect of it, like, oh, I'm having a lot of jaw pain, I'm having headaches, I'm paying a lot of money to visit my dentist, and we just normally look at it as if it's around here. We don't really look at it holistically or from a different angle. And after doing some research on this, I realized that some people are actually getting negative effects in their careers because of their teeth grinding. So I'm going to be explaining to you like how a problem which you just thought is just in your mouth area trickle down to even affecting your career. In the past, I'll talk about how it affects your relationships, but now I'm talking about how it affects your career. First, let's talk about productivity. So when you are in chronic pain or when you're feeling a lot of discomfort, you're of course not resting enough, you're not getting enough sleep, because every time you try to rest you end up grinding or there's a lot of pain in your jaw. So when you don't really get that rest, it will transfer to your next day at work. And when you go to your work feeling rested, if you're feeling fatigued, feeling lethargic, feeling sick, of course you'll not be that productive because you're not focused on the task at hand, you not concentrate on the work you're doing because you're not rested, your mind is not refreshed. So when you really concentrate on your work, of course you'll end up being less productive. And when you become less productive in your work, what happens? You end up performing poorly overall or leading to poor performance in that organization. So the first instance is leads to low productivity. The other instance is attendance. So for many people who have bruxism or who experience this habit of chronic teeth grinding, because the pain sometimes is unbearable, they have to take a lot of sick off just to go and see the dentist or just to go and look for solution to their teeth grinding. And when you take a lot of sick days due to these severe symptoms, of course it will affect the number of days you are working, and it may also get to the point where you are even overextending your sick days, because yes, you are in pain. And of course, this doesn't mean that you have to work when you're in pain, but of course when you're in pain you just have to take time off work. So in the long run you'll end up getting to the point where you realize that you may have spent like 100 days in a year just dealing with your condition or just dealing with the pain, which ends up hurting your hours in your workplace, and to the point where even some people may even get fired because they are not showing up. The other aspect is just the normal interpersonal relationships at work. You see, like bruxism is a stress related physical or a physical manifestation of stress. So what happens is when you are stressed because you can't stop the problem, you end up pouring all this stress to your colleagues or to even your job. So you are stressed because you can't overcome the problem, and then you take this stress to your workplace. Of course, you will have a lot of conflicts with your colleagues, and you may also end up just performing poorly, and you may also end up not communicating yourself clearly because you're just stressed. So what happens is you end up even getting more stressed because you feel that they're not understanding you, or you feel that you might lose your jobs, and then what, when you end up being stressed, it triggers the same bruxism. So this pain, which is, or this uncontrollable aspect of your teeth grinding, may really seem that it's just affecting your mouth, but when you look at it from another angle, you realize that it will trickle down to other areas in your life, like as I explained in your career. That's why you need to really look at it as something which is affecting your life, and you really need to strive harder to look for those solutions. If it's a psychological solution or if it's other solutions, just go for it, but don't really push it away, especially when you're just grinding your teeth mildly, or when you're not that far in that journey to the point where it's going into that aspect of being a disorder. Like you're just grinding, but it's a problem, So don't just neglect it, because the more you neglect it, the more it's having a negative impact in all your life. Hope you found that informative, guys. Feel free to share the impact of Bruxism or teeth grinding in your career or in just an area of your life, and I hope you will find your solution to overcome this. Until next time, have a nice day.